Thanks for watching Little Bighorn Treasure Hunting Sources 53. Today I'd like to touch on the importance of the Lakota spiritualism that the Indians felt that their existence was a gift from Wakantanka, God, and that giving thanks and praying should be a constant throughout their daily life. When they smoked, they prayed. When they painted or made shields, a lance, war clubs, bow and arrow, it was also a gift from God, and it was considered a holy object. When guns and metal knives and tools began to show up, they felt the same way about these items and would sanctify them in various ways. A very common way would be to take ochre, a red stone, and grind it to a powder, and then put saliva in the palm of their hand and mix it with the red powder. The Indians felt that red was a sacred color, and therefore the ochre also was. They would then take the paste and paint themselves, like if they were going to war or celebrating, or they would paint their other items with the same paste. Pictographs that have been painted with ochre have lasted for century after century from that ochre paint. Many Indians would take the ochre paste and rub it into the wood stocks of their guns and pray while doing it. Let me show you what it looks like in various stages. We'll start with some of the trapdoors from the previous videos. Trapdoors number 17653 and serial number 21908 show the red color. They are worn but not sanded, and they're just nice, honest carbines. Next is the trapdoor in the back, serial number 34146. This could be the finest condition trapdoor from the battle. The Yanktonians, who Laughing was the Indian who ended up with this, were some of the first to go back to their reservation right after the battle. They knew bad things were coming. Gibbons was coming up the river, and they took off. And it's obvious that they thought that it was sacred and kept it in a safe place and treated it like it was a holy piece. Next, we have three first model 1873 Winchesters that show ochre being applied to the stock. The first Winchester 1873 round barrel rifle, serial number 2062, belonged to Soldier, an Oglala Sioux, sanded, and it's almost sanded off. You can see still the 4 right here and the ochre, and somebody tried to take it all off, but it still has Soldier's name because that's the symbol for Soldier. And then the next one is Winchester 1873, an octagon barrel first model, and its serial number 2493, and that belonged to Big Hawk. That's not Bob. And both of them have what they call a raised thumbprint dust cover. If you look right there at the knurling, it's higher than the other thumbprint dust covers, your really early ones. Here, this one, you see it does not have a raised thumbprint. It has just a regular thumbprint dust cover. Now this one belonged to Blue Horse, and his name is obvious right there on the gun, and it also has ochre put on it. And I don't have any history yet on that gun, but Itkacha Cancun Many Roads told me that Blue Horse was an Oglala chief and the first to touch the pen to the 1868 Fort Laramie Treaty ending the Red Cloud Wars. And that is on the gun. His name is Plain, as I showed you. The problem is there were 2 other Blue Horse Indians, but all 3 were at the Battle of the Little Bighorn. And that ends this. I hope you enjoyed the video. God bless.